Hey guys, and welcome to White Butterfly 1111. So this is the energy update for your next 7 days, I suppose you could say it. So it's whenever you sort of like come across this video. However, the energy I'm pulling for is the 10th of November up to the 16th. But like I said, it's a timeless reading because time is non-existent, like you know yourself. Anyway, so the overall energy I got was this card of surrendering to the journey with release control. So I pulled a few more cards around this. And what I'm seeing for this is that there's anything that's happening in your life at the moment, there's an opposing reaction to that on the other side. So it's sort of like the opposite. Okay, so it's like black and white, yin and yang, up and down, things like that. Because this polarity card came out, and it was like, whatever you're going through at the moment, if you feel that like things are not working in your favor, there's actually like the opposite of that is available to you. That's what the universal law of polarity is the opposite is available to you. So it's like you're being asked this week to basically see where in your life the things are not quite where they should be. So it could be, so say you want to do something like this, it's like, and you're not putting yourself out into the world, it's like, why are you keeping yourself small? We are multidimensional beings in this human meat suit, and it's like you can have anything that you want. You create your reality. So this is what you're being asked today, is like to basically clean up the things that don't suit your life and have the intention that what you do want in your life. So what are your desires? What do you want? Because it's telling me on this is that like, and we will pull some tarot cards in a minute, is like this one is the magician in the mirror, and it's like everything is a reflection of you. So you are that magician. So do you want all the magical things, I suppose, you could have for yourself, which could be the everyday life things? And the adventure card is like, go out and explore who you truly are. Because something that was coming up for me more recently was the fact it's like we all hide behind the mask, don't we? We hide behind this person, like this frontage, like mask that we wear, like this invisible one, because we're not being authentically us. So this week it's like surrender to the journey. Let go of like the things that you're trying to control and like, oh, I need this to happen. Just allow it to happen. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has for us and what this means for everybody. But yeah, what I'm seeing at the moment is like, what are your desires? What do you want to create? And it's like, I've seen the 22 and the 21 card on this, and when I see numbers like this, it's like, because it was going 22 then 21, I was like, oh no, people are going to take a step back this week, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm seeing that as taking a step back, as reading the energy there now is like, it's okay to rest sometimes. It's okay to take that pause, because sometimes when we take that pause, it's like it then takes us to the next stage in our development, in our growth, whatever you want to call it that way. But it's like, allow yourself to have that adventure. There's the magician again. Look, wow, the magician's come out twice now. So it's like, you are this magical person. You can do and create anything that you want. So are you willing to do it? Are you willing to be open to the not so normal, whatever that means, what society wants us to do? Are you willing to expand beyond that? That's a question for you, isn't it? Let's see what else we've got. What else do we have? The Wheel of Fortune. Hold on, I'll pull them all out there first and then show you, so I can read the story then. One more. Two more wanted to come out. I can see why. Oh my gosh, I can see why. Okay, so the story that you've been holding on to is that like life's hard. Life is hard. I can't even say anything else. Life is hard. Why do you keep saying that? Somebody's saying that a lot. Life is just too hard. Can't take this anymore. But it's like you create your own destiny, okay? The magician followed by the Wheel of Fortune. You create your own destiny. So it's like, I get 2 sevens after that. Now, sevens is all about how are you feeling about your situation. Okay, so like this person standing there watching, this person standing there fighting. So it's like opposites, basically. It's like one side of you wants to sort of like stand up and like, which I feel like is your subconscious, stand up and not fight, but like fight for who you are rather than like physically fighting. And the other one's just sitting back and watching and just going along with it and just being like this, can't be bothered. Even though this is about planting your seeds and watching them grow, it's like this is the energy I'm getting from the two of these. It's like I'm just sitting there watching them. And I feel like this, with this tower coming up, it's like the tower to me is like something has to give. Something sort of like has to break down to see what's coming up. The Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. It's like when you allow, like I said, that card at the beginning, surrender into the journey, when you release control of anything that's happening in your life, whether it be love, finances, whether it be career, or whether it be any sort of relationship or your health or whatever it is, stop trying. Stop trying is what I want to say. Is like, stop trying to force things to happen. Okay? So it's like, don't forget what I said at the beginning. Polarity is like, whatever you're going through at the moment, there's the opposite available for you. That's the way it works. So it's like, write down your desires. What are your intentions? Bottom of the deck, this is what made me laugh, is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, that's what I want. I want the finances and resources. I want to be able to do all this stuff. But this is where I'm at the minute. So is it easy for me to do that? And this is the problem, okay? So this is sort of like, I suppose you could say, a little bit of a manifestation type of like week. It's like, don't force it, okay? There's no journal like or whatever is going to give you everything that you want, okay? There's no power of like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and visualize what I want. It's not going to work like that, okay? What happens is how we create starts from a belief. And if our belief is life's too hard, that's what your outcome will be, okay? Your outcome will be hard all the time because you keep telling yourself life's hard, okay? So your belief is where you need to start. It's your belief in, so like in the past, it's a case of, did my family struggle? Most families, yeah. They just got by, didn't they? I mean, especially ages ago, it's like you can hear some of the stories that like people tell. It's like they literally just got by. But then when you see families today, they get given everything, but they still struggle. They struggle. And it's like, that's the society that we've been put in. Listen, I know that. But it's like, now it's a case of like, where do we change that belief? How do we change that belief? And it's like, I said to friends of mine, rewrite the story. And they're like, what do you mean by that? It's like, you have to change the belief. Okay, so what happens, and this is why I'm saying as well, if you see this infinity symbol above the Magician, so think of the infinity symbol like this, okay? So what happens is we start at the beginning, like, I don't know which way around I am, but anyway, start at the beginning at 3, okay? And then what we do is we come into the 6 in the middle and we go to a 9. And basically we keep going like this. The 3s are our beliefs. The 6, we bring it into our present moment. And the 9 is our outcome. It's the future, like that we're creating for ourselves, because we're creating from this 3 position. We're creating from the belief that was embedded into us. Okay, can that change? Yes, because you can bring that belief into the present future, the present moment. Okay, so the present moment, which is your 6, can turn into a 3, which is like, actually my beliefs change now. So I believe now life isn't hard. Life is easy because like things flow, things are coming to me, things are flowing to me because I've changed my belief around what I was told in the past. So an example, I suppose you could say, is, okay, so a belief that I would have had would be that I had to live up to everybody's expectations. So what did I do? I changed the story, and like halfway through, I changed the story, not realizing I'd done that, and be like, why would I now? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. But that can also put me back. That kept me small then. But the problem was, people wanted me to live up to their expectations. And it's about me living up to my expectations. There's a difference. Okay? So where you can go from like trying to live up to their expectations, oh, she's got to do this and she's that and blah, blah, blah. And to the point that I literally went polar opposite of like, I'm not doing any of that anymore. Not even for myself. That's still the wrong way to do it. Because at the end of the day, like then if you've got no expectations or no ambition or no drive, then you're keeping yourself small. So then I had to change the story again, but not to their narrative, to mine. And that's the way you have to do things. It's like you're doing things, it's your life, okay? No matter whether you're married, got kids or do whatever, it's still your life. When you change your life, the people around you change. That's the way it works, okay? So what else have we got coming up on the next 7 days? What else is coming up for the next 7 days? We've got the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Change the story. Okay, so you're going from one to the other. Okay, even though that's a balance card, it's like you're going from one to the other. It's like change the story. And it's change the story to your own internal narrative. Okay, your conscious knows, or your subconscious knows exactly what it is. Your inner child knows exactly what it is that you want. You are so wise, it's unreal. Inside you have all the knowing within. What keeps us stuck is the thoughts in our head. So it's like, you can see there that, I mean, like I said, the High Priestess to the flipping Success card to the Nine of Pentacles is like, I've got everything I want. Subconsciously, Ten of Pentacles. And the King of Wands underneath, which is also, I'm standing in my power. I'm standing in my truth. This is what I want. This is what I'm passionate about. And you can see success coming up. So the question I've got is, are you willing to release control? Are you willing to sort of like say, okay, this isn't the life I want to live anymore. No, you might still want to be obviously with your husband. Obviously you've got kids, don't get me wrong that way. But it's like how you live in your life rather than like who you're with. So like there could be a situation where you're in a relationship that you're thinking is going nowhere, but you know that you truly love them, not out of necessity, but like you truly love them, and it's a case of like, actually how do I go about changing me, because they would change themselves. They'll see a difference. It's your energy. Okay, so 5 steps of creation. Let me get this right. Okay, hold on 1 second. Just wanted to get this right to make sure I didn't F it up, okay? So your belief, which is what we were saying, which is your past, what belief you've got, creates an emotion within your body, which produces a frequency. So our external world is created through frequency. This then gives you a perception of what something should look like, which then gives you your outcome. Okay, 5 steps of creation. Your belief creates an emotion, which creates the frequency, which gives you the perception, and then the outcome. So if you look at that, take a note of that. If you're going to listen to any of this, take a note of that and realize that your belief becomes your outcome. So if you still believe that life is hard, if you still believe that like you'll never have success, you'll never have love, you'll never have, where did that belief come from? Where did it come from? What age did it come from? Because that's where beliefs come from. They come from our childhood mainly. Okay, if you then start working on what they call the inner child, the subconscious, the internal side of you, is like when you start working on that side of you, dog's come running over, she must want to go out in a minute. But anyway, when you start working on that side of you, you can change that belief, because your belief becomes your outcome. Okay, so that is the message, overall message for week commencing the November the 10th. But like I said, whenever you see this, it is a timeless reading. This will be meant for you. And what I want you to do is choose joy, choose love, and choose you. Have a good week.